When approaching a pedestrian crossover in Ontario, a driver must stop. A. Only if a pedestrian is already halfway across. B. Only if the light is flashing red. C. When a pedestrian is waiting or stepping onto the road. D. Only if directed by a crossing guard. Answer, C. Ontario law requires drivers to stop and yield the entire roadway to pedestrians who are about to cross or are already crossing. Failing to do so carries significant fines and demerit points. What is the most common cause of collisions among senior drivers in Ontario? A. Mechanical failure. B. Sudden lane changes and poor left turns. C. Poor weather. D. Distracted driving by others. Answer, B. Many senior driver collisions involve left turns and lane changes due to reduced depth perception and slower reaction time. Extra caution at intersections helps prevent such accidents. A flashing green light at an intersection in Ontario means A. Stop completely before proceeding. B. The pedestrian signal is about to change. C. You may turn left, right, or go straight with caution. D. The signal is malfunctioning. Answer, C. A flashing green light allows drivers to move in any direction if the way is clear, but they must still yield to pedestrians and oncoming vehicles. When should high-beam headlights be dimmed when following another vehicle? A. Within 150 meters. B. Within 100 meters. C. Only when the driver ahead flashes their lights. D. At all times during city driving. Answer, A. Ontario's Highway Traffic Act requires dimming high beams within 150 meters when following another vehicle to prevent glare and ensure road safety. What is the safest way to handle glare from oncoming headlights at night? A. Look directly at the lights to identify the car. B. Focus on the right edge of the roadway. C. Close one eye briefly. D. Slow down and turn off headlights. Answer, B. Focusing on the right edge line helps maintain lane position while avoiding being blinded by bright headlights from the opposite lane. When parallel parking downhill with a curb, the front wheels should be turned. A. Toward the curb. B. Away from the curb. C. Straight forward. D. In the opposite lane direction. Answer, A. Turning wheels toward the curb prevents the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. The curb will act as a physical barrier. When approaching a stopped school bus with red lights flashing, you must A. Slow down and pass cautiously. B. Stop only if children are visible. C. Stop regardless of direction until lights stop flashing. D. Sound your horn to alert children. Answer, C. In Ontario, all vehicles must stop for a school bus with flashing red lights, regardless of direction, unless separated by a median. Which of the following is a sign of fatigue while driving? A. Increased alertness. B. Frequent blinking and drifting from lane. C. Improved reaction time. D. Clear focus on the road. Answer, B. Yawning, heavy eyelids, and drifting are key warning signs of fatigue. Drivers should pull over and rest rather than continue driving tired. When is it permissible to drive below the posted speed limit on Ontario highways? A. Only during daylight. B. When road or weather conditions make it unsafe to drive faster. C. Never. D. Only when following a convoy. Answer, B. Drivers must adjust their speed to conditions. Driving slower in fog, snow, or rain is legal and recommended for safety. What should a driver do if their brakes fail while driving? A. Turn off the ignition immediately. B. Pump the brakes and shift to a lower gear. C. Accelerate to maintain control. D. Pull the parking brake quickly. Answer, B. Pumping the brakes may restore pressure, while shifting down helps slow the vehicle gradually without losing control. The best way to check your blind spot before changing lanes is to A. Use only your mirrors. B. Turn your head quickly to look over your shoulder. C. Rely on your side mirrors. D. Signal without checking. Answer, B. A shoulder check ensures no vehicle or cyclist is in your blind spot, a crucial step before any lane change or merge. When can you legally make a right turn on a red light in Ontario? A. Always, without stopping. B. Only if there is no sign prohibiting it, and after a complete stop. C. Only at major intersections. D. Only during daytime. Answer, B. Ontario law allows right turns on red after a full stop, provided the way is clear and there's no posted prohibition. What does a flashing yellow light at an intersection indicate? A. Stop completely before entering. B. Proceed with caution. C. Pedestrians have right-of-way only on weekends. D. The signal is broken. Answer, B. A flashing yellow light warns drivers to proceed carefully through the intersection, yielding to pedestrians and cross-traffic as needed. What is the correct action if your vehicle begins to hydroplane? A. Steer hard in the opposite direction. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer gently in your lane. C. Brake immediately. D. Accelerate to regain control. Answer, B. Sudden movements worsen hydroplaning. Easing off the gas allows tires to regain traction gradually and restores steering control. When driving through a construction zone, you must A. Maintain the normal posted speed. B. Follow all signs and obey flag person's directions. C. Speed up to avoid delays. D. Use high beams for better visibility. Answer, B. Construction zones are high-risk areas. Drivers must obey reduced speed limits and flaggers' instructions to protect workers and themselves. What should you do if an animal suddenly crosses your path? A. Swerve violently to avoid it. B. Brake firmly while maintaining control. C. Accelerate to avoid impact. D. Sound the horn and close your eyes. Answer, B. Sudden swerving can cause severe accidents. Controlled braking keeps you in your lane and reduces impact force. How often must Ontario senior drivers, age 80+, renew their license? A. Every 3 years. B. Every 5 years. C. Every 2 years. D. Every year. Answer, A. Ontario requires drivers aged 80 and older to renew their license every 2 years, including a vision test and knowledge review. A white diamond symbol painted on the road indicates A. Reserved lane for high-occupancy vehicles, HOV. B. Lane for trucks only. C. Upcoming sharp curve. D. Bus-only street. Answer, A. The diamond symbol designates lanes reserved for carpooling, HOV, public transit, or cyclists, depending on the signage. When should you increase your following distance to more than 3 seconds? A. During clear, dry conditions. B. When driving at night or in bad weather. C. When driving below 30 km per hour. D. When traffic is light. Answer, B. In poor visibility or slippery conditions, a longer following distance allows extra time to stop safely. What is the main reason seniors should avoid driving at dusk? A. Increased traffic at that time. B. Reduced depth perception and glare sensitivity. C. Police patrols are higher. D. Vehicle lights are less visible. Answer, B. The transition between daylight and darkness reduces visual contrast, making it harder for older eyes to judge distance and motion. What does a solid white line on the roadway indicate? A. It's safe to change lanes anytime. B. Changing lanes is discouraged. C. It's a lane divider for opposing traffic. D. It indicates a pedestrian lane. Answer, B. Solid white lines separate lanes moving in the same direction and discourage lane changes except when necessary. What should you do if your tire blows out on the highway? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Grip the wheel firmly, ease off the gas and steer straight. C. Swerve to the shoulder. D. Accelerate to balance the tire. Answer, B. Sudden braking or swerving can lead to loss of control. Gradually slowing while maintaining direction is safest. When driving in fog, you should use A. High beam headlights. B. Low beam headlights or fog lights. C. Parking lights only. D. Hazard lights continuously. Answer, B. High beams reflect off fog, worsening visibility. Low beams or fog lights help illuminate the road directly ahead. In a multi-lane roundabout, how should you choose your lane? A. Enter any lane and exit randomly. B. Use the left lane to turn left and the right lane to exit. C. Change lanes inside the roundabout. D. Stop and wait for others to go first. Answer, B. Drivers must choose their lane based on exit intentions before entering, following road markings and signs. When approaching railway crossings with flashing red lights, you must A. Slow down and look for trains. B. Stop completely and wait until the lights stop flashing. C. Proceed carefully after honking. D. Speed up to cross before the train arrives. Answer, B. Flashing red lights indicate a train is coming. Ontario law mandates a complete stop until signals deactivate. While approaching a four-way stop, two drivers arrive at the same time from opposite directions. One intends to go straight and the other intends to turn left. Who has the right of way? A. The driver turning left. B. The driver going straight. C. The driver who flashes headlights first. D. Both may proceed simultaneously. Answer, B. The vehicle going straight has the right of way when arriving simultaneously with a vehicle turning left. The left-turning driver must yield until it's safe to turn. You are entering a highway using a long on-ramp. What is the safest method to merge with traffic? A. Stop at the end of the ramp before entering. B. Drive slowly until a car lets you in. C. Match the highway speed and merge smoothly. D. Signal only after merging. Answer, C. Matching the flow of traffic allows a smoother and safer merge. Stopping or entering too slowly increases collision risk. If your car begins to skid on an icy road, what should you do first? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Turn the steering wheel in the direction of the skid. C. Turn away from the skid. D. Accelerate to regain traction. Answer, B. Steering into the skid helps align your tires with your direction of travel, allowing you to regain control gradually. When parking on a hill without a curb, which direction should you turn your front wheels? A. Toward the street. B. Toward the edge of the road. C. Straight forward. D. It doesn't matter on a hill. Answer, B. Turning the wheels toward the edge ensures that if the vehicle rolls, it moves away from traffic, minimizing danger. A senior driver begins experiencing slower reaction times at intersections. What is the safest adaptation to make? A. Drive closer to other vehicles to stay in flow. B. Leave earlier and allow extra time for decisions. C. Increase speed to clear intersections faster. D. Avoid mirror checks to save time. Answer, B. Allowing more time for decisions helps senior drivers compensate for slower reactions and enhances overall driving safety. A flashing blue light on a vehicle in Ontario usually indicates A. A snow plow or winter maintenance vehicle. B. A police vehicle. C. A tow truck. D. A school bus in service. Answer, A. Blue flashing lights are reserved for snow removal or maintenance vehicles in Ontario. Drivers should maintain a safe distance and not pass unless safe. You approach a roundabout and an emergency vehicle with lights flashing enters behind you. What should you do? A. Stop immediately inside the roundabout. B. Continue to the next exit, then pull over safely. C. Exit the roundabout in the middle of traffic. D. Speed up to create distance. Answer, B. Never stop inside a roundabout. Continue safely to the next exit, then pull over to let the emergency vehicle pass. Which of the following most affects a senior driver's ability to judge distance accurately? A. Reduced peripheral vision. B. Decreased muscle strength. C. Loss of hearing. D. Reduced flexibility in the neck. Answer: A. Peripheral vision loss and reduced contrast sensitivity make it harder to judge the distance and speed of other vehicles. What should you do if your accelerator sticks while driving? A. Turn off the ignition immediately. B. Shift to neutral and brake firmly. C. Pump the accelerator repeatedly. D. Pull the emergency brake. Answer: B. Shifting to neutral disconnects the engine power, and steady braking slows the car safely. Turning off the ignition may disable steering. If visibility suddenly drops due to a snow squall, what is the safest action to take? A. Continue slowly with hazard lights on. B. Pull completely off the road and turn on hazard lights. C. Drive in the center of the road for visibility. D. Use high-beam headlights. Answer: B. Pulling over completely and turning on hazard lights ensures safety from other vehicles while waiting for visibility to improve. What does it mean if your vehicle drifts to one side even after aligning the steering wheel? A. Uneven tire pressure or alignment issue. B. Engine overheating. C. Low oil levels. D. Faulty battery. Answer: A. Uneven tire pressure or misalignment can cause drifting. Regular tire checks are essential for senior drivers' safety and comfort. At a railway crossing with no lights or gates, the safest rule is to A. Cross quickly without stopping. B. Stop, look, and listen before crossing. C. Drive faster to avoid being stuck. D. Wait until another vehicle crosses first. Answer: B. Always stop, look, and listen for trains. Trains can approach silently and at higher speeds than they appear. When entering a tunnel from bright sunlight, what should you do? A. Immediately turn on high beams. B. Slow down slightly and remove sunglasses. C. Speed up to minimize glare. D. Keep your sunglasses on. Answer: B. Eyes need time to adjust to lower light levels. Removing sunglasses and slowing slightly ensures safe visibility transition. Why should older drivers increase their following distance during bad weather? A. To see more of the road ahead and reduce reaction stress. B. To let faster cars overtake easily. C. To conserve fuel efficiency. D. To avoid getting ticketed. Answer: A. Bad weather affects reaction times and braking distance. A larger following gap provides critical reaction time for seniors. A senior driver feels overwhelmed at complex intersections with multiple lanes and signals. What's the safest strategy? A. Avoid the area during peak hours or plan alternate routes. B. Follow other cars closely through the intersection. C. Increase speed to clear faster. D. Focus only on the green light. Answer: A. Planning routes that avoid high-stress areas reduces confusion and risk. Safe driving depends on staying calm and choosing manageable routes.